Okay, please gather around, folks. Gather around. Gather around. I's old Willie. I's your National Park Service guide and serving you here in old Mammoth Cave. And right behind me here is old Harry. He's a Kentucky boy. He's a good old boy. He been in National Park Service about 6 months now. He gonna show you around the cave too. Now I want all you folks to gather around close, and I want you to stay with me, 'cause I don't want you getting down there where it's slippery and sliding off, and maybe you drop 100 feet onto a sharp rock and you hurt yourself bad. Some people hurt themselves awful bad. Now what we gonna see in the cave, providing that we don't fall down one of them slippery rocks, what we gonna see there gonna boggle your mind. A lot of good old boys been through the cave many times. I think for most of you kids here in this hall, it's your first time through Mammoth Cave, but you gonna love it. I tell you what you're gonna see. You're gonna see blind fish. Ain't got no eyes, no way. They can't see 'cause they're blind and they ain't got no eyes at all, so they can't see no way. Now, you might say to me, Mr. Forest Ranger, National Park Service, Mammoth Cave expert, you might say to me, Willie, old boy, how come them fish blind? Well, the experts on the fish business, they say they's blind 'cause ain't no light down there. And ain't no light, they can't see. Ain't no light, they can't see if they got eyes. So they ain't got no eyes, and that's the way it's been now. Probably over 100,000 years, that's what the experts say. We call them blind fish, and we thought that was a good name for them. We thought that's the original imaginative name for them blind fish. We call them blind fish. Then down there, they got some little old spiders. You ain't gonna see none of them 'cause they're little tiny. If they bite you, you die. Oh man, you die. It don't matter you fall off the rocks. 'Cause them spiders get you, you die. Then there's another thing down there we call a Mammoth Cave cricket. It's kind of cute. It ain't got no hind legs, but it's got lots of front legs, and man, do they jump. Well, you don't want none of them jumping on you. Now, that's about all the wildlife we got down there in Mammoth Cave. But we got lots of good lighting. We got blue lights, and we got red lights, and we got white lights, and the rocks is lit up real good. And the ones that hang down from the top, we call them stalactites. And the ones that stick up from the bottom, they're lit up too. The General Electric Company lit them up for free. They lit up real bright, and them are called stalactites or stalagmites, or it's the other way around. You know, none of these old boys in the National Park Forest Service, the Mammoth Cave experts, none of those old boys ever knew which way was up. One of them's a stalagmite and a stalactite, and one of them is up. I went to the National Park Forest Service headquarters, and it says, hey, you old good boys, good buddy of mine, which is up? They say, we don't know which way's up. We wouldn't be working for the government if we knew which way's up. So, okay, everybody stick together. Don't want nobody falling off. I don't want no dead people coming back off of my trip. Then I'm going to tell you about how Mammoth Cave was discovered. There's this old good old boy, Kentucky distiller, moonshiner, and he said to me, he didn't say to me, this is quite a long time ago. He's chasing an old bar, he's shooting an old bar, and he's chasing that old, it wasn't a grizzly bar, it was just an old Kentucky bar. He's chasing that, and he fell a hole down there by the creek. Y'all seen that creek when you come? No, you didn't come in that way. Well, he fell in that hole, and he said, holy mackerel, there's a great big hole down here. He never did find out where the bear went. Now, some of those good old boys said the bear was chasing him. Can you imagine that, good old Kentucky boy being a card like that? He'd be a card if he run from a bar. Wouldn't he be a card? Yeah, he'd be worse than one of them blind fish. He'd be a dumbbell. Anyway, this old boy chasing this bar, fell in the hole. Pretty soon he says, holy mackerel, look at the size of this hole. Well, it didn't have no seaweed in those days. He couldn't call up no good buddy, give him a big 10-4. So I had to walk back to camp. He said, I just found me one of the biggest big old caves you ever did see. He said, it's Mammoth. Man, it's Mammoth. That's how it got its name, right then and there. They called it Mammoth Cave. Of course, they didn't discover this part of it till about 6 years later. There's a guy called Spelunker. That was his name, Harry P. Spelunker. And you guys, if you find out, if you studied it, that anybody that explores a cave now, the name of it's a spelunker. That's where they got the name, old Harry P. He found this big old cavern here. We call this here the Cavern of the Devil. It's 628 miles long. This underground river runs way all through Kentucky, but I don't want to take up all your time. We want to get going on the tour. So put your shoes back on, kids, and I think you ought to maybe follow me real close. Oh, man, it's slippery down there. There's moss and everything is dripping and it smells bad. So join the big line there, and I want you to hold on to your neighbor's coattail, and here we go. Okay there now, fans. You all paid your money. You're all going to see what you came to see. So I call your attention to the inside of this here place. It's Mammoth Cave. I hope you're impressed as much as I'm impressed. I've been coming in here every day now for about 6 months since I've been working for the National Park Forest Service, and every day I'm impressed. I say, holy mackerel, look at the size of her. Now, there's a whole bunch of walking up and down we got to do, but they got good, strong iron stairways, and there's a rail that you can hang on to. So I say you now, fans behind me, hang on to that rail, and we're going to walk down about 1,300 steps. Watch it, because it's all moss-covered and slippery, and there's vines, and there's water dripping, and I know you know, like I know, it smells bad. Shucks, there ain't enough air wick in the world to make this old cave smell good. So on your left over there, you see that thing looks like a statue? That ain't a statue. That weren't carved by nobody. That's just a natural rock formation. You know what we call that? We call that spiroagno, because when you look at it, you'll see it's an exact likeness of spiroagno, 600 feet high, got a big smile on it, and we like to think that that cat statue, which is carved by the water action over hundreds of thousands of years, that depicts Spiroagno before he was caught stealing all that money, before he lost his job. That was back when he was happy. Now, if you look to the right, you see old Granny walking. Hey, watch it, Granny, go. Oh, boy, there she went. It's 600 feet down there. There's nothing but sharp rocks and blind fish where she went. Oh, she left our group. Well, let me write down my notebook here. Lost one good old customer. Cost her $3, and all she done is speared herself on a rock. Now let that be a lesson to you other crudges back there. Don't leave the group no more. Now we're going to quietly march. We got to go up about 1,600 iron steps. Hang on to the rail for Lord's sake. I don't want to lose another customer. We're going to walk up about 1,600 feet, and then I'm going to show you down what we call the Blue Hole of Castalia. There's blue water down there. You can see almost clean to the bottom of it. That's a lot deeper than you think. You know how much you think it's deep. How many feet you think it's deep? Oh, smart Alec, you think it's about 600 feet, don't you? I can tell by that smirk on your face. You don't know how deep that hole is, but that hole's a lot deeper than you think. In fact, I'm going to tell you how deep it is. Forest Ranger Service measured it, and it's over 600 feet. So how do you like them apples? Smart Yankee. Wish you guys would stay out of Kentucky. Just 'cause you got a lot of money, come down here and get smart with us forest rangers. Now we're going on to the next room here, and you got to bend down kind of low. You bump your head on some of them stalagmites or stalactites there, so watch that. Don't bump your head, but just come right through this hole. Then right here is called the Cavern of the Gods. This is one of the biggest rooms in the cave. We call them rooms. Actually, it's just a place where over 100,000 years of water action melted out that limestone and took her away from here. It made a big holler place, and that's this big holler place. I want you to notice the walls are all white, and it's just real pretty down here. It's lit up pretty good, too. Somebody said to me, hey, what's going to happen way down here and there's an earthquake? Well, that's a good question. What the heck would they do if there's a big earthquake and we down here? We're about 1,900 feet underground now. Well, shucks. I'll tell you, ain't never been an earthquake down here yet. There have been a lot of earthquakes different places. There ain't been no earthquake down here, though. So I guess I don't know what would happen, but you'd safe here, you'd be up in that dumb school bus that brought you here. How many of you dumb people come on a school bus? Anyway, there's a lot of school buses out there. Just a minute, I got a message here from my supervisor. What? Did we get out of the cave, did you say? Pardon me a minute, folks.
Yeah, we lost another poor sucker over the edge.
Hey, what? just a minute. Give me that teletype. I'll read that.
All right.
Hey, buddy, you know how to read? What's it say? What's it say there? What's that say? What's that T-H-E? What's that spell? T-H-E. What's that spell, fella? You been to school. Come here, fella. I know you you smart Yankees. What's that T-H-E? What's that? And the next, what's the teletype say? Tell me. Am I supposed to do something? Is this an earthquake warning? Should we get out? We're supposed to get out. We're supposed to get out. What are we supposed to do? Here comes another supervisor. Oh, they said that's not spiroagnal. I'm sorry. I'll correct that. What is that, supervisor? Pardon me a minute. What is that? What is that? I don't know. I don't know. There's a supervisor trying to get... I think there's an earthquake coming, folks. And maybe this one will destroy the cave. I hope it don't destroy the cave. It's been a good source of revenue to Kentucky. And there have been a lot of smart Yankees down here. We don't... Oh, that's what they're trying to tell me. You know that nice little fella on the end there, he's about 80 years old. He had that cane. Well, his cane slipped on the rock. Oh, I shouldn't laugh, but, you know, it's funny when a guy's cane slipped, but I see when he plunged, he's at the bottom of the blue hole. He's at the bottom of the blue hole of Castalia. Now, I want you to bend over. Hang on the rail, but, oh, look down there. See, there's 600 feet of clear water, and down at the bottom of it, you can see a little old man from Ohio. Whew. That poor little old man, he's just been retired a little while. They said he'd been retired out of the Silver Service. He's a Silver Service employee. He worked in the government office in Cleveland. He'd just been retired to come down here to see the cave, and his cane slipped, and he's down there at the bottom of the hole. I can see him. Can you see his big eyes bugging out? Oh, that poor guy, he had it. I don't want to lose any more of you now. Let me tell you, party, give me your attention. Will you shut up? Take that kid back there. Get that kid off from under that rail. Now shut up and listen. I'm your guide here. You better listen to me. I lost 2 people already. I don't care about Granny. I didn't like her anyway. She's kind of mean. But that poor old guy, he just been retired a few weeks. He got Social Security money spent. He was not hurting anybody just because his cane. I don't want to lose anybody else just because his cane slipped. Okay, now I got another teletype here where the smart Yankees read it to me and it said, there's an earthquake coming. We ain't going to test this cave. We're going to get out of here. All right, now let's go. If you can follow me, you're going to have to hurry, because here I go. Goodbye.